Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for me to present the rulers of the sun. This overpowered group of motherfuckers right here, all dressed up in different colors, looking like some off-brand Power Ranger type figures, you know what I'm saying? They have joined the Origins line, and it's time for me to rank these people one by one to let y'all know which one I think is the best out of all these bitches. And let me tell you something. This ain't gonna be easy. There's a lot of different things going on for each of these characters. And a lot of shit that I don't like. A lot of shit that don't make no sense. But each one of these people, they got too many powers going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing for He-Man to handle. He-Man will put them all in their ass. But we gonna go through each one, from the worst to the best, on what I think works for me. Let's start it off, folks, with number 9. We got Kikto, the expert kickboxer. His ass got them explosive star discs. All of his armor, this shit looks silly to me. And he's also got these sonic powers to disable his enemies. Basically, his ass is a Swiss Army knife that will knock your ass out. He's OP. But for me, I am not feeling that armor. Imagine wearing that shit on your body. You might cut your arm. All them explosive discs, look, he got one that could go right there on the chest. Why? What for? I'm not fucking with it. I don't like this armor at all. It ain't for me. He's got that nice stab you up knife. That's all right. But look at that shit. Just imagine having your thighs have to wear that shit on them. That shit's gonna come the fuck off. You try and beat somebody up and shit. Yup. That's why I put his ass in the number 9 spot. Time to pick number 8. We got Zappman, the micro laser specialist. This silly looking motherfucker right here got these little micro laser towers to destroy viruses and got a mind for computer hacking. His ass is basically a walking, talking Norton security system. That armor all over his body looks uncomfortable as shit. I would never want to fight it. Somebody can just cold cock his ass in the side of the head. That's gonna knock him clean out. His head is gonna ring back and forth like the damn Liberty Bell. I ain't digging that shit. Look at that shit. It's as big as shit on his wrists. And that helmet, that beehive looking helmet. Yeah, I ain't messing with it. And his armor is ribbed for your pleasure. Yep, I like the colors, but I don't like the armor. Like I said, who in their right mind would want to get down to war fighting that shit? It's a nice try, but that's why his ass is in the number 8 spot. On to the next. We got number 7, Titino, the computer wizard. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Basically, some scientists did some work on his brain and fused some computerized parts up in there to make him fuse to be able to control computers and a whole bunch of weird shit like that. So what? So basically, they give his ass a vest with some numbers on it and some weird-ass claw-type weapon. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I don't like the vest. Shit looks like it glows in the dark, which it probably does, but I don't give a shit about all that. They gave him his own colors, the orange and the blue. He got that little funny hairstyle in the front. On the back, he's got his little rat tail going on. You see the strap going on? Yeah. I ain't fucking with it at all. I think it's silly. And his powers, his buddy Zappman could end up fucking his ass up, get in his head and shut his ass down. Yep. Titino, he's lucky I put his ass at number 9. His ass is number 7. He's gonna stay there. Time to move on to number 6. We got Space Sumo, the telekinetic ninja. This motherfucker right here, his ass was a cook at a Chinese restaurant who ended up sneaking into the museum to get a better look at some shit. And the statue in there ended up giving him the powers of telekinesis and gave him all the skills he needed to be a superhuman ninja. Get out of here with that bullshit. He's OP just like the rest of the motherfuckers. He's damn near butt-ass naked except with a little hood over his face. And see right there, he got the same face as Kikto. I wish they would have gave him his own face sculpt. Other than that, it's too basic for me. I like the mask that he's got on, so that's why his ass is in number 6. He's with that strap right there for his sword. That shit's alright, he's got a nice ass samurai sword. As the story goes, he's basically gotta go back to that museum once a month to get his powers replenished. I personally think it would look a little bit better if they gave him some gray trunks, some gray boots, gray and black to match with the black. That shit would look hot. His ass is staying at number 6. It's time to move on to number 5. And we got Hypno, the psychic hypnotist. This bitch right here got the power to see into the future. He's got his silver falcon right there to go puck people's eyes out. He's rocking a Magneto-looking type helmet. It looks okay. You see that big-ass bird right there? He holds it pretty well. Then he's got his lollipop hypnotist stick right there to fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He ranked a little bit higher than some of the rest of them. I like the color scheme going on. The Magneto helmet is growing on me. I'm glad that his ass came with a bird. Gotta, you know what I'm saying? Gotta give him something. Because if he would have just had that little lollipop stick, yeah, his ass would have probably been number 8. Thankfully for this Orange Ranger, his helmet can come off, which makes it a plus. See that shit right there? He's rocking his Nike headband going on and shit. I definitely like it like that, but the helmet is a plus. Looking at the back of his ass, you can see right there he's got a little spot that he can put his little lollipop stick on the back of his back. Big ass spot right there. Too bad they ain't give his ass a sword. It's fine with that. You can see right there, you can spin the shit around, give a little hypnotist effect. But yeah, his ass is number 5, staying right in the middle. He ain't the worst, but his ass damn sure ain't the best. And he's lucky he's got that helmet. They gave him them couple extra points. Let's move on to number 4. And we got Holographo, the futuristic scientist. This motherfucker right here, he got the power to freeze, manipulate, and control illusions with a fucking pizza on his chest. That's what that shit looks like to me. I'm loving the head sculpt. They gave somebody a unique head sculpt. I'm loving that beard and mustache combo with that big ass sword with a pizza in the middle of it. I'm fucking with it. That's what brought his ass up to number 4. Look at that shit, it's making He-Man hungry as a motherfucker. I like the red and blue color scheme. Still keeping up with the pizza man. That's all I can think when I see this shit. I don't think holographs. I think pizza. And he can cut that pizza up right there. Look at that. Comes right off the sword. A pizza pie for He-Man's ass. He's ready to fuck somebody up. As far as controlling illusions and all that shit, there's another OP motherfucker. Right there with the straps on the back. Everything's looking good. He's ready to deliver some pizza. That's all I can say. The brother is sharp. At number 4 slot, that's where his ass is gonna stay. If it wasn't for that pizza, he might have been number 5. But He-Man can't stop thinking about that pizza. It's time to move on to number 3. And we got Duplico, the heroic duplicator. This overhyped Cody Rhodes looking motherfucker right here. Look at that fucking face. Looks just like Cody Rhodes. There is no denying that. They can take his head, put it on the superstar's body, and that's it. But to me, he's got that Pepsi Man looking vibe with the red, white, and blue going on. He's the only person in this line right here to come with a big ass fucking gun that I'm loving. And I love that that shit comes on with a string. Look, He-Man wants that shit. And that's why his ass got it on a string. Ain't nobody swiping his ass today. Duplico, even though he's overhyped and so rare to get, anytime he's somewhere, the bitch sells out. He still looks decent. I'm fucking with it up. I got a couple in the back, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't help myself. Right there on the bottom of his jacket, he got all them Batman type pockets and shit going on. That shit goes all the way from the front to the back. I don't know if the shit's just me, but his back is looking mighty fucking husky between that vest right there. He's got a lot of back muscles in that bitch. He's also the only Rulers of the Sun figure that got blonde hair like He-Man, but he's got that nice ass gun. And I promise you his ass is gonna get Brody for that shit by He-Man in a minute. We done been through 7 figures so far. They all got that Power Ranger type color to their ass. And we got 2 more left, folks. So it's time to get to number 2. And that figure is Boltman, the molecular regenerator. This motherfucker right here, he got a magical blue headband that gives him the powers to bring shit back to life, basically. Even though his ass still looks like Hypno, I think he rocks off the look a lot better. The colors pop. I'm loving that bolt right there on the chest. He's got them 2 big ass bolts in his hand. to do whatever he needs to do with it. His Nike blue headband on his head, that shit pops. I just like how the vest fits over the body. It's simple, but yet it's got a lot of detail to it. And then the color scheme right there, you had that little orange accent, you know what I'm saying, on the bracelet bangle shit. That shit looks good. If his whole outfit could come off with the bangles and all that shit, I put that shit on He-Man all day, especially with that headband on his head. Right there in the back, he could take them 2 big-ass bolts and put it right there in the vest. That shit looks good. Fits in there, no problem at all. They killed it with the look on this guy right here. That's why Boltman's ass made it in the number 2 spot. But we got one more figure left. And if y'all know your figures, y'all know who's coming. At number 1, we got Sunman, the greatest hero of them all. His magical melanin skin gave him unequaled, unlimited, and special super strength. Sunman's skin cannot be cut, burned, bruised, broken, pierced, stabbed, ripped, or removed. This is one badass motherfucker right here, and that's why he's in the number 1 spot. If there was no Sunman, there would have been no other person in this line. He started it off, and as you can see right here, folks, they gave us 3 different Sunman, but the one that had really popped it off, look at that shit, is this one right here, the Mattel Creations exclusive Sunman with the sparkly armor and shit. Gave him that different head sculpt, that I'ma fuck you up head sculpt. They gave that flame effect on his weapon. That shit pops like a motherfucker right there. I love it. If they didn't give me that middle one, his ass probably would have been in first place. I'll tell you that right now. But because of that, you can see how it pops. That's why I turned the light on, so y'all can see that shit. The other 2 Sunman, they don't look like they ready for war. This motherfucker right here, he's ready for it all. He wants all the smoke. Sunman is one badass figure. There's one thing I do not like though, that I wish they would have changed. You can see how they got the wings right there on the neck. I'm not feeling that shit too much. You know what I'm saying? I did order me some wings off of Etsy. You see right here. This shit just still looks like it clips on the neck, but it looks like normal wings. I wish the wings would have clipped on the armor on the back. At least even these ones, a little slot forward, you know what I'm saying? Something. But it's good enough for me. I'll fuck with it. And since I got him turned around from the back, you can see them flame effects from another angle. That shit really pops. Sunman won it all, folks. He earned himself the number 1 spot. And I'm damn so glad to have this exclusive figure right here. Well, folks, that's all the figures I done went through. And just like I said, He-Man ended up gripping that gun out of Dupo's hand, put that bitch on the floor, and they got all the other Sunmen freaking the fuck out. Everybody standing back. They won't mess with a crazy man. All in all, I'm very impressed with the line in general. They gave us a lot of nice looking figures, and I love how everything is pretty much different than the rest of the whole Masters of the Universe line. It was basically its own line, and they just merged the 2 together, and I fuck with it. It took them a couple years for them to give us all 9 figures to finish this line out. The only one I ain't put in this video was Pigman. That's the bad guy. No need to highlight his ass. It's just a fucking pig. That's it. It would have been cool to get another couple bad guys in this line. But hey, they gave us 9 good guy figures, 1 bad guy figure. I take what I could get. I just love seeing the Origins line grow in general. This is the end of 2023. We got a whole lot more in store coming in 2024. I'd like to thank all y'all out there for sticking it out to the end of the video. And I want to give a special thanks to Michael over there at Toy Habits for hooking my ass up with all the information I needed. So let's end this video highlighting Toy Habits channel right now. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.